Everyone, just got a new solar panel, 200 watts. Came in a nice box with a handle. So we're gonna unpack it and see what it's like. It's a monocrystalline, however you pronounce that. And it's a rigid panel. Here it is, just pulled it out of the box. Let's see. Connector ends, which I did by the extensions. Looks like these are only, I think it said 3 feet. Here's the spec. And looks like it's not damaged. Looks pretty straightforward. Hopefully it fits. Did the measurements, but we'll see once we get it up there. And how well it's gonna fit. Gonna take off the other solar panels. I have 240s and 45, just not getting much wattage out of that. So just gonna go with the one 200 watt. Did look at the Go Power solar panel, but it was twice the price, so I decided to go with this one. Well, here's how I think I'm gonna mount it. Remove these 3 little ones, just put the one 200 water in there. Cables run down the fridge vent. So I'll probably screw the brackets in. I'm gonna reuse these ones for the new panel, but they just caulked them, which seemed to have held pretty well, but I feel better having a couple screws in and just caulk it well. So I think I'll go with that way of mounting it. And we'll get going and getting these old ones off and start putting the new one on. I'll show you what the display for these 3 is right now, what it's reading, my Go Power display. Here's my display. I don't know if you can see that. It's really kind of dark in here. There we go. Right now 13.6 volts, but 0 amps. It's a cloudy day, but I'm getting I'm getting nothing out of the current panels, so that's why I'm changing it. I'm going with the Renogy 200 watt panel. Here's the Go Power solar controller. It does say it's charging with the lights here. It indicates that it is putting some charge in there. And it's a 30 MPPT charge controller. So we'll get going on the install now. My charge controller, it says I'm actually, where does it get to it? 0.0403 of an amp. So it's charging just so very little right now. So we'll put the new panel in and see what we get on this cloudy day. Well, it's probably good I'm changing this. The camper came with this solar panel, but this is really not holding very well. This one just came off. It wasn't really stuck at all, so it let go. This one seems to be holding a little better. There we go. Okay, so it was holding. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. But bit right into the gel coat. So it did hold pretty well for, looks like a few years, but it's time to change it. I'll screw it down, Sikaflex it, seal it up really well, and we'll be should be good and solid. Won't worry about it flying off the roof. That one I put on myself, and I did screw it in, so I'll just have to plug the hole and get rid of that thing. It's just not doing anything. I'm doing the solar panel install. I'm putting the roof cover vent on, so I'll just screw the brackets in the side so it shouldn't leak. Really easy install. And then cover goes over top. One hand goes on the put it on the bolt holes there. Anyway, you get the picture. So wanted to put that on so I knew where to put the solar panel. I didn't want it to conflict with the cover, so that's why I did this job at the same time, so it will get everything lined up and hopefully not have any conflict with the panel. Okay, I've cleaned the spot where the brackets are gone, just putting a layer Sikaflex here. It's a polyurethane type caulking, and I'll put the bracket on top of that, then drill put a couple screws in to hold it down. And I used some PVC primer to clean it beforehand. It's kind of like alcohol. There's toluene and different chemicals in there that really clean well. Anyway, we'll get this set now. Okay, got the roof part of the job done. Solar panels mounted, cables run down through the fridge vent. The vent covers on. So cleaned up nice, got rid of all those other panels, filled the holes. Another added bonus is this vent sticks up quite a bit, which I'm hoping will help deflect the air over the box behind it. Bit of a kind of a scoop. So it's close, it's about 4 inches higher, so I'm hoping this will just help scoop the air up over top of that, so there's less resistance on the boxes. Don't want those flying off down the road. So that's kind of an added bonus, I guess. Roof looks pretty good, other than it's extremely dirty. I gotta wax it and clean it and recaulk and do some of that stuff. But so this is the 200 watt Renogy solar panel, and I got room on both sides of the hatch there for 100 watt panels, so I could have a total of 400 watts, which should be plenty for what I want to use. I got a 100 amp hour lithium battery right now. I have room for a second, so I'll have 200 amp hours. So that should be pretty good for most of the things I want to do. We don't have AC, so I don't have to worry about doing that or powering an AC unit. It's not quite level. The way the profile of the camper is, it's flat and then it slopes down a bit, which I'm on that slope. Probably won't be as efficient depending on my angle of the sun, but I don't have a lot of choice where to put it. The vent right tight against it. I could put another panel there, but it's, you know, access to the storage cabinets and everything else. I don't really want the roof to be full of panels. But up at the front where you don't really walk or anything, I could put the 100 watt panels at each side of the hatch opening, and like I say, get 400 watts, which is plenty for a camper. Wired it up inside. I only have a 15 amp fuse. 30 amp is what they'd recommend. 15, it's just going to blow sooner, so good enough for now. I got a resettable fuse, hasn't come in yet, but I'll just put it in place of that one. And so that's where my wiring comes in. I'll clean it up after. It's the 100 amp battery, lithium battery I bought. I'll get another one, so I'll have 2 that fit in there. And on the charge controller, I just connected it. We're at 15.1 volts, 1.8 amps, 1.9 is delivering, so it's Not quite as sunny out right now, but it's starting to go up. That's it for today's video. We got the 200 watt Renogy solar panel installed, connected. So we can rain now, got it all sealed up. So that part of the job is done. All I gotta do is put the inverter in, which not sure when I'm gonna do that. I've got a few components ordered. So once I get all that, get everything, I'll do another video of just installing the inverter and testing that. But for now, that the solar panel 200 watt is installed, and hopefully that will do us for our camping trips. Like I said before, can add 200 watt panels to get a total of 400, and that should be plenty for what we need. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe if you did, and on to the next project.